getting answers. This is CBS 13 Mornings.
Good morning. It is Friday, February 24th. I'm John Dabkovich.
And I am Dina Kupfer. All right, if you are just waking up with us, it is a first alert action day. This winter storm bearing down on Northern California.
Yeah, so we have team coverage all morning long, covering the snow, the wind, the rain, the cats, the dogs, everything. Rachel Wolf is going to be live with the closures on I-80. Dave Grasshopp's out on Highway 50. Sacra Gray is in Grass Valley, where you can see the snow coming down right now. And Jordan Segundo is in Old Sac, where the rain and wind have been battering things. But first, want to get to meteorologist Tracy Humphrey with our first alert forecast this morning. Hey, Tracy.
Hey, good morning, John. Good morning, Dina. So today is indeed a first alert action day. And you know, toward the beginning of January, we had a wave of atmospheric rivers, right? Which tend to have some type of tropical element to it. So they were warmer storms. We didn't have to worry about low snow. This is a cutoff low pressure system that is extremely cold coming in from the Gulf of Alaska, and it is bringing us snow as low as around 1,500 feet in elevation. So here's what we have right now. We got rainfall coming into Sacramento, some of it coming in light to moderate, illustrated by the orange and the yellow that you see there. And then when you get to Auburn, it is sitting right on that rain and snow line. So North Auburn, you may see some snowfall, but if you're going to be closer to the Indian Hill exit over there near Newcastle, you got genuine rainfall. Lake of the Pines, you got snowfall, as well as in the Grass Valley, also down into Georgetown. Let's take a look at 50. Placerville, you got snowfall, but you're right on that rain and snow line too. And winds are coming in out of the south to southeast, strong winds, right? So even if it's falling as snowfall, by the time that warmer air gets in there, it can turn to rainfall by the time it hits the surface. So here we go, futurecast precipitation as well as your temperatures. Rainfall coming down heavy at times on the valley floor. That rain and snow line just kind of stuck, married to Auburn, so to speak. And that'll be the drill all the way until this afternoon. That is a quick look at your weather this morning. For your first alert traffic. Hey, Courtney.
Hey, good morning. I want to show you what's happening if you are making your way in and around the Causeway this morning. Headed westbound, crews are on scene trying to clear this crash. It involves a big rig that was going eastbound. It kind of jumped the railing, and part of the cab is on the westbound side with the trailer still on the eastbound side. So that's causing some huge slowdowns for folks westbound on the 80 corridor trying to make your way out towards the Causeway. Also still clearing this spin out northbound 99 at Highway 50. That's got traffic on 99 backed up almost to Florin Road. So just plan a little extra time on the roadways this morning. Coming up, we'll show you what those chain requirements look like headed up to the hills.
Okay, thank you, Court. We'll check back with you. A nearly 70-mile stretch of I-80, though, is shut down this morning because of the dangerous driving conditions.
Yeah, we have Rachel Wolf live in Colfax this morning, where so many drivers have just been stuck waiting for the highway to reopen. Good morning to you. Looks like it's coming down.
It is coming down, so we are moving out and about and talking to some folks that are sitting here waiting. I've met a new friend, Devin. We meet lots of friends here on this morning show. Devin, you are trying to get up the hill. Where are you guys headed?
We're trying to ski at Palisades today.
Are you in the competition?
I'm not in the competition, no. Maybe watch a few laps of it.
Yeah, and so you're solo and you've got your friends in another car and you're all hanging out here at the Valero?
For now, yeah, hopefully not for too long. We'll see what happens. Just kind of waiting out the 80 here.
Yeah, waiting out the 80. I love that. But that should be a hashtag, waiting out the 80.
Right.
So at this point in time, did you sleep in your car? Did you get a hotel?
I slept at the Tesla charger in Auburn down the road.
That's a hot spot if I heard, you know.
Yeah, really happening. So that's I got a good 8 hours.
That's good.
And
how much did that cost you, by the way?
There were some idling fees, they call it, once you're fully charged. It was annoying.
This is a whole new thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Devin, I wish you the best of luck. I hope that everything is okay. At this point in time, they closed it for safety purposes because it was whiteout conditions yesterday.
Yeah.
Good luck at Palisades.
Thank you.
Stay safe. Pack your patience. Devin's got a good spirit about it. Let's show you the snow, though, coming down. If you're a skier, and I know you are, Dina, look at this. Like, it's just like really, it's just fluffy, you know? So you might want to bring a shovel and some snacks, because if it's snowing like this, it's going to be on top of your car, and then that's dangerous once you take off. It could, you know, go and hit the car behind you. So Tesla charger, who thought? This is a new thing.
You know, I will say, for those of us who do love skiing, if it's coming down like that and the road is closed now, I don't know how much you're going to be doing today, but hopefully this weekend you can get some in. All right, Rachel, thank you so much. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. Well, also on the 50 side this morning, we're seeing that the road is still open, but chain controls are definitely in place there.
Yes, Dave Grassoff is there live for us in Pollock Pines, giving us a look at the conditions, and it doesn't look good, Dave.
Yeah, just like Rachel, you know, it's starting to really come down really pretty hard here in the Pollock Pines area. Just going to zoom out here. It's starting to pile up and get on some of these cars right there. I'm in the parking lot right here at Safeway. Like to come here when I'm at in Pollock Pines, try to talk to people. Just got up here though. Snow started falling just above Placerville, which is around the 2,000 foot mark, right around 3,000 feet, which is Camino. That's where you started to see it sticking along the side of the road. And right now in Pollock Pines, which is just under the 4,000 foot mark. Yeah, it is definitely piling up here in the Safeway parking lot. Cars starting to, well, not really get buried yet, but could be the possibility. If you're making your way up 50, chain controls in effect about a mile east of Placerville. That's where Caltrans is pulling people over. You also see the signs lit up reminding you that you're going to have to pull over because of chain control. So if indeed you have to make your way up this way, just pack a few extra things. Make sure you have extra water. Make sure you have wiper fluid in your car as well. You heard one individual earlier this morning saying, hey, I threw a shovel in my car. I recommend that. Maybe an extra blanket and some extra snacks as well. And of course, four-wheel drive or chains with you. John, Dina.
Okay, that's all great advice. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, look at all that. Well, people in the foothills are also waking up to kind of that rain-snow mix this morning.
Yes, Sacra Gray is live in Grass Valley with a look at the low elevation snow falling there. Good morning.
Good morning. Now, whoa. I was about to say it wasn't that windy, and then a gust of wind just came into my face, so ignore that. But we are here in Grass Valley, just in the parking lot of a Safeway, and the snow is coming down. Now, the ironic thing is right behind me, we've got this big 18-wheeler that says "Find Your Beach." Meanwhile, we are finding the snow, and I was talking to these guys earlier. They are now putting their chains onto this 18-wheeler because, as they said, the beers aren't going to deliver themselves. And then we've also got what I thought was a snowplow out here, but I asked the guy, it's called a loader. So he has been pushing the snow out of the way. We've got people shoveling snow outside of this Safeway as well. And then earlier we were driving through some of the residential areas and we talked to people who live here. A lot of them very excited to see snow this morning because for them it is a rarity. And I was talking to one couple who says they're hoping work gets canceled so they can spend the day and enjoy their fireplace and go outside and make snowmen with their nieces and nephews. So coming up in the next half hour, we'll hear from them and their plans for today. In the meantime, it is starting to look like Narnia out here.
You know, only Sacra can cover the snow as Sacra does.
It's beginning to look a little like Narnia. All right, thank you, Sacra.
All right, well, several schools are also going to be closed today because of the storm. That includes all schools within the Amador County Unified School District, Camino Union School District, Gold Oak Union School District, and Black Oak Mine Unified School District. West Point Elementary and Calaveras Unified will be closed, along with Mountain Creek Middle School and Pioneer Elementary in Somerset. Also in El Dorado County, Union Mine High School, El Dorado High School, and Independence High will be on a 2-hour delay. Lots of impacts across the foothills today.
Absolutely. The storm also is battering the valley with gusty winds and rain.
Yeah, Jordan Segundo is live in Old Sacramento to give us a look at kind of the downtown corridor conditions. How's it feeling there, Jordan?
Yeah, good morning, John and Dina. It is a nice, chilly, windy, and rainy out here in Old Sacramento. So downtown, definitely dealing with the elements. The rain showers have been pretty steady all morning long. Earlier, it was a bit heavy. Now it's just a lighter, steady rain. But again, more is on the way. We've been seeing a lot of putting on the roadways and a lot of gutters, of course, working extra hard this morning. The winds have been pretty strong as well. You can't quite see it in the video, but we've been feeling some wind gusts pushing a little closer to around 30 miles per hour power here in Sacramento. And again, that wind advisory will continue all the way through 4 o'clock this afternoon, with winds possibly even up to 50 miles per hour in the valley. We haven't seen any down trees driving around the Land Park area, but again, we're going to be dealing with this weather system for pretty much all day today. If you were hoping to see some grapple or seeing some snow this morning in the valley, not quite seeing that just yet. Again, conditions need to be just perfect for that. And right now we're seeing temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s. So it's mainly been rain all throughout the valley. We're going to continue to track that all morning long. Back to you in the studio.
Okay, Jordan, thank you. The storm also has knocked out power to PG&E customers this morning. Here's a live look right now at the outage map. Shows at least 2 outages impacting nearly 5,000 customers in Olivehurst and in Sutter. SMUD also reporting about 36 outages impacting more than 2,200 customers. We're going to keep following the storm for you all morning long. You can find the latest on our website, on our app, weather app, CBS Sacramento weather app. It is free, and you can download it on Apple and Android devices.
All right, at 6:09, let's get back over to meteorologist Tracy Humphrey to see how this storm is tracking at this hour. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. And you can also note the box on the corner of your screen there, just in case you're wondering what's happening where you are and what's moving where you are. You're going to be looking at rain and snow, some of that rainfall coming in heavy at times, but you can always look at the box at the corner of the screen there and kind of get an idea of what's happening. Today's the First Alert Action Day, wet, windy, and cold. For the Sierra, you got feet of snowfall, still got some low snow out there, and widespread valley rainfall becoming more intermittent and transitioning to showers later on this afternoon. So here's your First Alert Doppler radar. We're seeing some of those rainfall bands coming in pretty heavy. That's from the green to the yellow to the orange, and that's coming in through Sacramento right now. So we got the wet, windy, and cold. So we're going to start off with the wet. Here it is. It's wet on the valley floor. We're looking at that rain and snow mix coming right around 1,000 feet in elevation. But above that, you got genuine snowfall. Placerville, you're right on the rain and snow line, but Pollock Pines, you're bathing in snowfall. More snowfall in West Point and Jackson, ever so close to the rain and snow mix. So here's a look at your future cast. You will have some rainfall coming in heavy at times for the morning. It will become more showery in nature for the valley floor. But when you get to around 2,000 feet in elevation, we're talking about snow showers coming in pretty consistently throughout the morning, heading into the afternoon hours. Now here's Friday, 8 o'clock at night. I still got a wave of moisture coming in through parts of the valley floor. And finally, this system will start to sink down to the south as it moves down towards Southern California. And we will see improving conditions around midday on Saturday before another wave comes in on Sunday. So that's the wet. Now let's get to the windy, because the winds have been a big deal. Wind advisory in effect until 4 o'clock in the afternoon for the valley floor. Those winds gusting from 40 to 50 miles per hour. Here's your current wind speed, 13 coming in for Sacramento, 21 for Fairfield, 24 in Stockton. But look at the direction of the winds. They're coming in out of the south to the southeast, right? Future wind gusts are still going to be notable well into the midday, even into early afternoon. 7 o'clock in the morning, got 32 coming in for Sacramento, 25 for Sacramento around 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to continue to advance it in time, and they will slowly start to diminish. And again, that wind advisory expires at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So we did the wet, we did the windy. Now here is the cold. Now it's 40 in Sacramento, 39 in Vacaville, which is actually higher than yesterday. That's because we got those southerly winds, right? So air temperature is higher, but with the wind and how strong it is, it feels a lot colder. It feels like 35 in Sacramento, 31 in Stockton, 33 in Modesto, and another First Alert Action Day just around the corner for Monday. So we are just getting started. That's a look at your weather. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Tracy. Let me update you on this chain situation as you're making your way in around the Sierra Mountain passes this morning. So the chain requirements are in place for all of those passes. You do have several closures in place. The biggest one is going to be eastbound 80, closed between Colfax and State Line. But there's also a closure on Highway 20 because of snow, as well as 89. And then on 70, there's a closure because of a mudslide. So checking ahead with Caltrans is going to save you time and some frustration this morning online, or with that toll-free number is the best way to check. Also, drive times headed out towards the Altamont Pass, a little busy for a Friday. Normally it's much lighter, but because of the winds, folks are dropping their speeds considerably. So you drive between the Split and Livermore, still about 21 minutes for that westbound direction there. So these spin outs are still plaguing the Sac County roadways. The Yolo County, we've got that multi-car crash. Started off with a big rig on the eastbound side, but he jumped the railing. So part of the cab is blocking the westbound side with the trailer on the eastbound side. So the slowdowns are mostly being represented on the westbound ride for folks making their way out towards the causeway. And then as you're approaching that drive coming out of West Sac, there's a new spin out westbound on 50 right at Harbor Boulevard. 99 still trying to thin out from this spin out that happened earlier this morning, northbound direction right at Highway 50. We'll take you out to the Caltrans cameras and show you it's still a little busy as you make your way into that downtown interchange, but it is getting better as the vehicles themselves have been able to move off the ramps. Busy morning for our Friday, guys.
Okay, indeed. Thank you, Court.
Well, we also want to give you a quick look at other parts of our region. Of course, we know the rain is not just localized to Sacramento, Modesto, Stockton. You're also waking up to some rain. We'll have more on your First Alert Action Day conditions coming up.